program is rated GE. It is suitable for general family viewing.
Hi and welcome back to KILIMO Diaries. I am your host Sandra Wahito. Now as you can see today we're in a different place, hence why I'm in a different court. We are at Simlaw Seeds, here to learn about the different variety of seeds that they have. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Good, good.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us at Simlaw Seeds.
Yes.
I would like to know who you are and just a brief history of Simlaw Seeds, when it started, and also just share with us the vision behind Simlaw Seeds.
Okay, thank you and feel welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Simlaw Seed is a subsidiary of Kenya Seed.
Amazing.
Yes. It was started in 1979.
Okay.
And its mandate is simple.
Yeah.
It's to carry out research,
Yes.
production, sales, and extension services, more so for the horticultural products, as you can see, to the farmers.
That's true.
Our vision is very simple, is to be the top supplier of certified seeds in the region.
Amazing.
And that's what we've been striving to do for all those years.
Yes. All right. At Simlaw Seeds, I believe that there's a role that you play. So what role do you have? And also tell us, or tell the audience who you are, so that they can be able to know who we are speaking to and who is telling us about the history and vision.
Okay.
Yes.
My name is Francis Mora.
Okay.
I'm the general manager for Simlaw Seeds Company.
Amazing.
Our mandate, as I said,
Yes.
is simple. When you do research, production, and marketing and the extension services,
Yes.
we're trying to make sure that there is enough food to meet demand
That's
for
true.
the Kenyan consumers.
That's very true.
More so on the horticulture side, the pulses. When you talk of the pulses, you're referring to beans. When you eat the beans, green grams, cowpeas, we also make sure that those who are in the dairy industry, they get enough for the animals,
Yes.
grasses,
Yeah.
boma roots, rusan, desmodium,
Yes.
that caliber.
Yes.
To make sure that our mandate is well felt in the country, what we've done is to make sure that we've got a very elaborate distribution system.
Yes.
You'll get us anywhere in the country, and some of the areas you find we put distribution points in Meru. We got our depot there, NCBB. We're inside there to make sure that the farmer gets the product he has. Karatina the same. Inside the NCBB depots, we got a big depot where we serve our customer there. In Roitoktok, which makes sure that we're able to serve the customers in the rural region of Eastern,
Yes.
and some who cross up to the border. When you go to the western part of Kenya, you get our parent company, Kenya Seed, with all the branches from Kitale, Eldoret, Kakamega, Bungoma. And this way we make sure that all the farmers, wherever they are within the country,
Yes.
they are able to access certified and quality seeds
Yes.
on time
Yeah.
to make sure that they meet demand. Because when you find there is no food,
Yeah.
one of the culprits would be in Simlaw Seeds, we couldn't maybe distribute or produce enough. So we make sure that you got a rough face because you've eaten something in the
Yes.
morning, during lunch hour,
Yes.
and during the
During the night.
Evening,
Yes. Okay. Amazing. Thank you very much, Francis. We appreciate that, and we love the fact that you're accessible. Now we'll be moving on to speak to Elvis, who will be able to tell us more about the variety of seeds that you have here at Simlaw.
Okay. Feel welcome,
Yes.
and thank you.
Amazing. So Elvis, we have been able to understand about the history and mission of Simlaw Seeds, and we'd like to know now about the focus products that you guys have. But before that, we would love for you to introduce yourself, tell us what you do at Simlaw Seeds, and then now we get into the products that you guys have.
Yeah, thank you so much. At Simlaw Seeds Company, being one of the oldest seed company in the country,
Yeah.
and being one of those seed companies that carries a whole range of seeds that our farmers require, and our core business being food security, providing food, ensuring that Kenya has enough food. So our mandate is typically on the food series
Okay.
of products.
Yes.
So at Simlaw, we carry products like maize, starting from maize, which is one of our core business.
Okay.
We do beans, like I'll show you as we move ahead. We do pastures for the animals.
Okay.
This is livestock fodder, like you will see here.
Yes.
Then we have a whole wide range of vegetables, starting from cabbages, carrots, sukuma wiki, the favorite. We even gone further to do our local Kanzera sukuma wiki, which is now one of the most preferred sukuma wiki in the market.
That's true.
To things like dania, beetroot, and lawn grasses, like we're going to look at here.
Okay, amazing. So I can see you've already taken us through the products, but now we need to know who you are, what you do at Simlaw Seeds.
Right.
Yes.
My name is Elvis Kiprono. I work for Simlaw Seeds Company as the product promotion officer.
Amazing.
In product promotion, we ensure that our farmers are aware of our products, and we also make our brand visible in the market.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing, fantastic. Now, because you said you want to make your farmers aware, I am a farmer and I'm representing a lot of farmers who are also watching this. What are those tips, just to start off, what are those tips that people need to know as they identify quality seeds?
Yeah.
Because that's always a problem for a farmer.
Correct.
We have bad seeds, which equals to bad yield.
Bad yields.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as a farmer, this is what we want them to understand. First, know where you are, where you're coming from, and where do you want to get.
Okay.
So if, for example, you're a farmer in Kiambu, then you know your location.
Yeah.
Because location is key in terms of the seed selection that you'll be able to pick.
That's very
Location is key. You'll be able to also know the types of soils that you're going to grow your crops. So before you even come to selecting your seed, where are you? What is your environment like?
Yes.
So once you've identified your environment, for example, Kiambu, which is a medium altitude zone, then if you're planning to do maize, then we have maize that goes into the medium altitude. If you're coming from the lower zones, we have varieties for the lower zones.
Okay.
If you're coming from the dryland areas, we
Yes.
have varieties from the dryland areas.
Okay.
So that is number one. Then number two, a farmer needs to also know what condition is his soil at.
Okay.
In terms of fertility, the nutrition, is your soil able to feed, how able is your soil to feed the crop?
The crop, yes.
So that you can identify what fertilizer to use, what nutrition your crop will require.
Yes.
Then from there you come down to the shop. Now, what type of seed do you need? What yields are you looking at?
Okay.
And in that case, what kind of seed is suitable for your farm to meet your production target? So that is where now we come down to which variety, how do you select your seeds when you arrive at an agrovet?
Okay.
What is the most suitable variety for your farm?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So here at Simlaw, you have all those facilities, including now an agronomist, because I can hear a lot of guidance being given, and that happens to an agronomist.
Correct.
So apart from the seeds, do you offer anything else? Because walking around the shop, I've been able to see fertilizers, I've been able to see farm inputs. So probably tell us also about that, because a farmer would want the seeds but doesn't know how to go through all the processes.
Correct.
Yes.
So at Simlaw, we give a full range of services.
Okay.
We offer agronomic services, but not on demand. We are not everywhere in the country, but on demand or on need-by-need basis, we offer agronomic practices. This is where we advise our farmers on what fertilizer to use, what agrochemicals to use for their, in case they incur any challenges. And we have a toll-free line, or rather a call line, where they can call in and even ask if he encounters any challenge.
That's good.
They're able to be advised on what interventions to make.
Yeah.
We also have our depots. We have branches all over the country, right from Kitale all the way to Loitoktok and in Meru. Yeah. So all these branches have staff who can reach out to our farmers and be able to explain to them or intervene and advise them on what measures to take for them to maximize on the production of the seed.
Okay, amazing. And now, just because we are talked about your focus products, we have maize here, I can see we have grass, we have beans. Probably just take us through the different products that you have and in line with just seeds and exactly seed quality, to be specific.
Correct.
Yeah.
So unlike our normal grain that our farmers have in their stores, unlike the grain you'd find in the market, seed is very unique.
Okay.
Seed has gone through a process of research. It's gone through processing, like cleaned the varieties. It's gone through germination tests to ensure that it attains a minimum standard, because we are guided by the law, and each product has a minimum germination standard. For example, maize has to attain more than 95% germination. So all these varieties you find that have been certified have that minimum have attained that minimum requirement.
Okay.
So what a farmer needs to do when they go to the shop, after you've identified the variety that you're going to plant in your field, for example, dryland hybrid 4, this is suitable for the water deficient areas,
Yes.
the lowlands.
Yeah.
So a farmer can scratch that number.
Okay.
There's a sticker,
code, yeah.
a code
Yeah.
right in front of every pack of seed,
Okay.
where once they scratch it, it reveals a number, and with that number they can send it to a text message,
Okay.
and they'll get back a confirmation.
All right.
So that confirmation will come back to the lot number. Each product has a lot number
Okay. Amazing.
that can be used to identify the product.
Okay.
So every tin, every packet has a code. So the farmer is able to be sure that he's buying the right product.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that message comes back to his phone,
Okay.
and it will tell him this is a
Confirm.
Simlaw Seeds product,
Yeah.
this is a Kenya Seed product,
Yeah.
with that lot number, with that variety. So the
Wow.
farmer is absolutely sure he's buying the right product.
Definitely.
So we also advise our farmers to buy from the right agrovet. There are many shops out there, there are many
Yeah.
people trading,
Yes.
but seed is unique.
Yes.
You don't store it like any other product.
Yes.
So how the storage is done at the various agrovets will determine the viability of the seed. So the agrovets that are certified have gone through a process.
Okay.
KFIS have visited their premises, we have
Okay.
visited their premises,
Okay.
and we ensure that the product is in a proper environment,
Okay.
because it's a living thing.
Okay.
Seed is a living thing,
Yes.
and therefore if you don't store
Need
it
to be
properly,
careful. Yes.
if you bring it close to fertilizer, if you put it on the ground, then it's likely to lose the viability.
Definitely.
So farmers need to know that where you buy your seed also matters. So go to a genuine agrovet, get your receipt for every purchase that you make, identifying the variety you've purchased,
Yes.
and the date you purchased that seed. So that
Amazing.
in the event of any problems, we're able to trace and find where you acquired your seed.
That's very true. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Elvis. Now we'll be taking a quick break, but when we're back, we'll be talking to Ken, who will be able to show us about the seedlings, where Elvis has been able to tell us about the seeds, so we'll be able to see the seedlings and how they're growing. Yeah,
Thank you.
amazing.
You are watching TV47. Disabled or able-bodied, we all have the power and responsibility to make society more inclusive for each and everyone. From experiences to listening to the disability community, we provide a platform where we interact with disabled individuals with the sole purpose of shedding light on their situation from a positive perspective.
Nilizaliwa bila mikono miwili. Hivyo ndivyo nilijipata katika maisha, and I'm happy for that.
Many people are giving a lot of chances to people who are disabled people.
Join Muthoni Maina as she delves deeper this Saturday at 7:30 p.m.
We celebrate disability, an inclusive world and education. We need to know such persons can go beyond the limit.
Fine latte was that? Mr. Black Pepper, what's good? Astounding Rasta Mtani. How you, man? That is simping, bro. These men have no substance. Bro, you need an apology for that.
You mean like we should give flowers to the girls?
Let's meet up 10 p.m. I'll do what I do best. Put a spice on it. We need to teach these men how to be alphas.
Then we need a conference.
So let's get it.
Welcome to the Men's Conference,
where men become alpha males.
Attitudes towards agriculture are already changing. The trend is steadily growing as the support for the agriculture sector is increasing by the day. The list of reasons is endless. That is why every week we visit a variety of farms in different counties to understand their journey in farming. We get informative perspectives and in-depth information that will help you kickstart your journey at the farm.
Welcome back. For those who are joining us, we are at Simlaw Seeds right here on Kijabe Street. And right before the break, we were talking about certified seeds and the different varieties they have. Now we get into the seedlings, where Ken will be telling us more about how to raise the seedlings and the mistakes that you as a farmer might be making while raising your seedlings. So, tag along. Hi Ken.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Amazing. So now, before we get into what's behind us, I would like you to introduce yourself. There's some people who know you like me, but others who don't. So please do introduce yourself and what you do at Simlaw Seeds.
Okay, welcome our viewers wherever you're watching this program from.
Yes.
My name is Kennedy Mshira. I work at Simlaw Seeds. Of course, you've been able to learn more about our scenes on the other side with my colleague Elvis. And now we are here to see what happens after purchasing the seeds.
Yes, amazing. So now let's get into, we've seen the maize, we've seen the beans, we've seen the vegetable that you guys do. I know there's some plants that are, taken through the raising, but are all seeds taken through the raising of taken through seedlings?
Okay, that's a very good question to all of us. Actually, a lot of farmers keep on calling, inquiring whether you're supposed to raise some seeds in the nursery or you're supposed to do them directly in the field.
Yes.
Now, that's a very good question. To begin with, there are those seeds that you are supposed to raise them in the nurseries, and there are those that are directly seeded. So the difference is, for example, talk about the brassica family. That is, we have the cabbages, we have the kales, we have the collards, broccoli, and so on. And then there are tomatoes and all that. Those ones are raised in the nurseries. Then we have some other seeds like maize, beans, sorghum. You've seen on the other side, green grams, like the ones you've seen from the other video. Those ones are directly planted. So you need to differentiate and know which seed you need to plant directly and which one you need to plant to raise in the nursery.
Amazing. Okay, amazing. So now, because we are focused now on the seedlings, there are people who do it on trays like I can see you guys have, and there are others doing on the ground. What is the difference, and is it okay to do either? Like if you don't have the trays, do it on the ground, or are there some disadvantages of doing it or planting them on the ground?
Okay. Now, I would love to answer that by saying there are several types of nurseries, but here we can measure just on two. We had this, the one that you're raising your seedlings on the trays, and the other one on the ground. The difference is, for a normal farmer, would just prefer to measure 1 meter width of the nursery and any length. So if you just do that and then raise your nurseries there, it's still okay, your seedlings will still be okay and all that. But now with the technology, actually we are talking about technology every day. Technology in farming, technology in everywhere. We are talking about technology. Even in media, like we are, the way you're doing right now is not what people used to do before. So for example, right now we have technology. And now the technology that you are bringing into the farmer, the seed technology, they need now to incorporate other technologies to ensure that there is food security in our country. So for example here, these are a technology in agriculture. So what I would like to say, even as I come to the nurseries, we as Simlaw Seeds, our mission is to offer superior certified seeds and other agricultural products to maximize productivity. Number one, the farmer has already seen the clip on the certified seeds and all that. Now, in our mission, we also have some other agricultural input to maximize productivity. We have the trays now as a technology. These are the other products that you're able to find in our shop apart from the seeds. So for the trays, we have different trays. We have the trays that you can raise your passion fruits. They have bigger holes, or the size of the holes are bigger compared to this. So if you're raising your kitungu, the onions, the trays are different. If you're raising they vary with the crop that you want. Yeah, sure. Then the other thing is on the media that you're going to use on your trays. We have a media like a cocoa pit, we have media like a pit moss and all that. So for example here, we've used the pit moss. We're also selling the pit moss in our shop. If you come, we will sell that to you. So for example here, let's say that we want to focus on some seeds that we've raised here. For example, we saw the tomatoes.
Yes.
We have quite a number of varieties of tomatoes.
Yes.
We have the Crown F1 and Nyota F1. We've planted them here. We are going to see them.
Okay.
Then the other one is on cabbages. We have a Gloria varieties. We have a Gloria F1 and Gloria Star F1. Farmers keep asking the difference between the two.
Yes.
We began with the Gloria F1,
Yeah.
but now from the same variety,
Yes.
we've introduced Gloria Star F1, which is able to tolerate the stresses in the environment,
Yeah.
the uniformity. The seed is performing very well. So we have the cabbage here.
Yes.
Then the other one is on the capsicum.
Okay.
We have the Victory F1. It's an hybrid variety.
Yeah.
And we also have the local variety, that is the OPV variety, California Wonder. We've also planted here. We'll be able to see. So now let's talk about the raising the seedlings.
Yeah.
When you buy 10 grams of capsicum, maybe Victory F1, you as a farmer, you're supposed to know how many seeds are there. Then what am I going to gain from raising these seeds,
Yes.
planting them,
Yeah.
and harvesting them? So that is what we call cost-benefit analysis. You need to calculate and know the profits that you're going to make from here. So for example, when you're raising your seeds in these trays, you place every seed
In its own hole.
Yeah,
Okay.
these trays are perforated at the bottom.
the bottom, okay.
They have the holes are also called cells.
Yeah.
In each cell, there is a perforation at the bottom.
Okay.
So if you place your cocoa pit inside or the pit pale,
Yeah.
and then you place your seeds
Yeah.
in, you need now to know how many seeds am I planting inside that cell.
Okay.
You just place one seed.
And how many cells does a tray have?
There are 66 holes, 288. We also have 160 holes. They are
So it
different.
varies.
Yeah, they
Okay,
vary.
okay.
So for example, if you're planting here, you place every seed in one cell. That's why we say every seed count. You see, but if you're a farmer
Yes.
who does the nurseries on the ground, you find that farmers do place the seeds. There is a lot of overcrowding.
Overcrowding, yes.
You see,
Yeah.
that's an advantage now with the,
With the
with the
trays.
trays.
Okay.
You place one seed in one cell.
So every seed counts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Amazing. So now with the tray, I believe you're also able to control in terms of now, because the seed is growing into a plant. What type of food are we supposed to give? Are we still supposed to go the way of fertilizing, putting fertilizer? What food does the seedling now need to feed on?
Okay, thank you very much. Now, when it comes to feeding, is another area that farmers do a lot of mistakes because they feed on the fertilizers. Like you find someone is applying DAP on the nursery. It is not supposed to be applied as per se. You know, it's like feeding a young kid, a child, a one-day kid. You're feeding with the solid food.
Yeah.
You just feed the kid with milk.
Yes.
Then after the kid grows up,
Yes.
you can now introduce the other types of food. The same with the seedlings. You need to care for them. They are very delicate. They are babies. Yes, they are babies. You need to care for them because if you don't care for your seedlings, then it means the result won't be as you expected. You'll have a challenge. So you are supposed to do some. We have some biostimulant in our shop. You can come purchase that. So that is what you're supposed to do, like a foliar feed and all that. That one is okay because it's not a heavy kind of feeding like compared to fertilizers. What happens is when you feed some fertilizers like DAP during raising your seedlings in the nursery, the fertilizers weakens the stems of the seedlings. You find that if you're transporting your seedlings, let's say I'm selling this to you, take it to Kisumu or maybe Meru. The seedlings will not be in good condition when they reach Meru. They will be broken some, so the stems are weak. But now when you don't feed that and you follow the program that we'll give you when you come to our shop, you'll have some healthy.
Amazing, amazing. So would you in turn say that we feed it a different kind of like foliar, for example? Is that what we should feed?
I would advise farmers to do proper feeding when it comes to feeding their nurseries. When you do that, we have the whole program for the nurseries. We train on nursery establishment and management. When you come to our shop at Kijambe Street near Globe Cinema Roundabout, or any of our shops, we'll be able to train.
We'll be able to train them. Amazing. So probably we can quickly run through the mistakes farmers make when they're raising their seedlings, and then get into just the management. How if the mistakes, these are the mistakes they're making, how can they manage the seedlings better?
Okay.
Yeah.
Number one, one mistake that farmers do is failure to buy the certified seed. You
that's
go,
where it starts from.
maybe like you go, you plant some beans, and then we call them farm saved seeds. Farmers, they don't want to incur the cost of going to buy the hybrid seeds or the certified seeds. You know, from the other clips, you are able to see the certified seeds. These are the seeds that have been produced following the procedures that are allowed when it comes to production, where the progeny of the breeder is maintained. And when the farmer buys the hybrid seed and the certified seeds, he is ensured of a good production. So you have the good quality seeds, you produce some good, let's say the produce will be good. Even tomatoes, when you take to the market, it will attract customers. Watermelon, the same. So now, the mistakes farmers do, number one, failure to buy certified seeds.
Okay.
Number two, overcrowding the seeds in the nurseries. That's another mistake farmers do.
Yes.
Then another mistake is that overfeeding.
Yes,
the one I mentioned.
about,
you
yes.
need to follow proper feeding, so that you may have some good seedlings that when you transplant them, they will adapt very well in the field. They'll produce very well, and then you will harvest some bumper harvest.
Yeah.
The other mistake is when you transplant your seedlings, you don't take good care of your plants.
Yeah.
You find that you don't apply the right chemicals at the right stage.
Yes.
When you come to our shop, we'll give you the whole schedule,
Yeah.
pesticides that you're supposed to use, fertilizers that you're supposed to use, and other management practices that you're supposed to have.
That's good. All right, okay. I mean, that has been fantastic, Ken. We thank you for that. Couldn't even exhaust all your knowledge on seedlings, but we thank you for that time. And I hope that you have been having your notebook on the side, because today we've been able to teach you about certified seeds and also seedlings, and just what to know about seedlings. How do you know that your seedling is ready? How do you know that these are seed to take into the seedling stage? And we can say